Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking solar battery wireless security camera. This is done by a company called VIZIUY and it is modeled VZ-3PT2. And I have to mention that this has a beautiful feature to it, which is solar power. That means you will never run out of charge. And also you can wire it if you need to or if you want to. On top of that, this has a 90-degree tell and a 360-degree turn around, so you can play with it a lot more. And I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all, in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. It comes with this user manual. You can see the name. Also, the model number is written. Has the picture on it. It is pretty thick. It comes with a few different languages, but here's the best part, is their information just in case if you ever needed to contact them. Now when you open it, there's a table of content what is really covered in this box itself. It does have some information and how you will be able to contact them, and also more at the back of it. Now in the back part there's nothing, but most of the information that you need is in the front. There is a little quick start guide for the solar panel that is part of this box itself, and it looks like a little brochure. So when you open it, it teaches you everything how you should be able to connect this. Now yes, there is a few things that you have to remember, like the screws and everything that comes with it, which we're going to cover in a couple of seconds, how you should be able to hook this up to the wall and more, all going to be inside of this. It also comes with this little sticker. Now it does come with these little cheat sheets. When you hook it up, you know exactly where the screws will go, and there are a few of them, so you know exactly which one will be for your camera, which one's going to be for your solar panel. Now it comes with 2 sets of screws, and these are really good for drywall when you want to screw this inside of a drywall. Unless you didn't get the stud itself, you can use these. It will be really good. So we can use one for the camera, one for the solar panel. There is a little portion for the charger itself if you want to connect it directly to the electricity. So one side is USB type A, going to USB type C, which is the male edition, and this is going to go, and then you can screw this. There should be another part that goes on top of this, so this way it will be able to charge your camera if you want to directly connect it to the electricity. Now this section is for the solar panel itself. And this is where the screws go to put it in the wall, and then you can connect solar panel right on top of this, and then you can unscrew this part so you can make it to tilt back and forth, so this way you get better lighting for the solar panel itself, so it can stay still, and then that way it gets charged and it will charge your camera quickly. There's another little holder. Now this is really good when you are going to hook up your camera to the wall. So you're going to put this first, and then the top part for the camera goes on top of it, and then it will just click, and that way you know that it's going to be connected. Now the solar panel itself is sitting inside of a little plastic so that way it doesn't get scratched up, but when you look in the front, this is how it looks. And yes, by the time goes by, this will get a little dirty, so you can clean it. And hopefully we will have a video in the future on how you should be able to clean it, so this will last you even longer. And it's just getting dirty, so you got to clean it and it will work again. I have some old ones that are a little dirty, so it takes a little time for it to charge. But if you clean it, it will get charged faster. So this is the part that the holder will go through, hookup will go through this. Here's the wire, and it is really long, so this way if you have to hook it up on one side of your house and the wire goes through and you hook it up to the other side to the actual camera, this will work. And you can see it's exactly the same as the little wire charger that came with it, and it has the USB type C connection, so that way it gets charged a lot faster. And there's a little roller that goes on top, so it is going to be waterproof, so it's not going to really damage your charging part itself. But this is how it really looks. And then when you have this part, will go at the back, and then we can screw this through, so this way it stays really still on the actual part. And here you go, this is how it goes through. And then once it hooks up, you can put this on the wall, and easily you should be able to gain access and charge your camera. The big moment itself is going to be the camera. And this is how the camera really looks. I really like how this has been designed. It's pretty big, by the way. And you can see all of this stuff that is involved in it. And yes, there are some stickers that we can take off. And then you have the night part. The night sensor is right on the top. And there you go. So these are really good for the night vision, and it will make it really work. And then if you want to put a proper light, this also going to help you out. But this is the night vision part. There are some sensors around it, as you can see, and then the camera itself. Now, if you can see, the name is written really nicely, and this also going to help because it's movable, so that way you can get access of the camera when you want to move it. And then going around, you have the 2 antennas for the Wi-Fi, which is really good to have. Here you go. That's how it's going to be. And now when you go on one side, you have the QR code with the serial number. When you look on one side of it, you have a little sticker that will give you a lot more information about this camera itself. And then the hookup where it goes through. So this way you're going to be able to click on, and then it's just going to be connected. So you have a secure connection. And then going on the back part of it, you're going to see the speaker is right around here. And that way you can hear it properly. And when you go on the bottom part of it where the camera is, sometimes if you have to go all the way, it hides. So make sure that you can flip it so you can see this part. And then once you open it, it's going to find the SD card slot and also the 2 buttons right beside it. And this is going to be for power. And then this is going to be for reset. So it does indicate for you, you can read it, that what these are for, make it very easy to understand. So once you hook it up, you want to do everything locally. Yes, you will be able to process. And then going around makes it easy to process. And then here's the wire that goes into the USB Type-C female part. This way, when you hook it up, you can just roll this and it's going to be very secure. Something like this. So you can bring it down. There you go. Once you connect it, you can see that red part is staying there. That is a little valve for waterproofing, so this way the water does not go in. But once you connect it, now it's very hard to take it off because there's a roller that goes through one of these, and then you're not going to be able to take this apart. But now once it's open, easily you can wiggle it and it will come off, and then you can put it back on the same way. So this way you know that this is connected correctly. There you go. And then you can roll it. And now it's waterproof. So this way you do not have to worry anymore. But this is how easy it is to process. So once you get the app, you have to launch it. And then this way you will get access to the camera itself. Now you have to add it. And then once it's added, it's very easy to go next. So you have to click on it. And it's easily going to show you. So this way the voice does not go really through, or it doesn't pick up the noise from the camera itself. But the camera is very easily going to be navigated. Now as you can see, everything is set up right over here. So on the top, it shows your name, but there's a little settings that you can go through. All of your information is going to be here. So like how much has been charged and everything. Now I have connected it directly to the wall in order to get it charged for now. And then we will install it later in order to show you exactly how that will be done. But just to show you some little basic information, these are all the information that you will get. And also at the bottom, you can restart the device or even delete. Now, yes, I'm holding this. That's why I was really flickering. But except that, the app is really good. So now when you go back, you have most of the options here. So something like you can go to the history, and if you want to capture anything to go online will be done too. And if you have anything on the cloud, which I didn't set that up, you can. It will be all there. Now for the calendar, since I just added it today, it only shows today's date. And on top of that, you can also click on this to talk back and forth. And also on the actual screen, also you can process that you can talk. And it will capture your voice and comes back because it will grab it from the camera and then place it back on your phone itself at the meantime. And you can see that motion detection is on, and you can go next. So you can talk to them, you can record, you can click on record and it will start recording for you right away. And also you have the navigation covering a couple of seconds. So let's go back to it. And then you also have the light. We will show you that in a couple of seconds too. And then going next is going to be the siren. So surrounding area will be notified that something is wrong. On top of that, you also have the audio warning and also full color mode. So you can select that, and this way you can set it up. We're not going to process that either at the meantime. And then you can go through albums. So if you have any kind of recordings, will be all shown to you. So let's go through and show you a few things about the app itself. So I'm just going to put this down So this way not going to cover the camera itself. And we're going to move this a little bit. It is connected to the Wi-Fi at the moment, but in order to process, you can see that the navigation came up. Let's bring it up a little bit so you can see. And then once you press the bottom button, you can see that the camera is start moving. There you go. And then you can move it, bringing it more down. So now if I have to bring it right over here, I want to bring it down as much as possible, you will be able to see the camera itself, the light that I have on this part. If I have to bring it all the way down, you can see that there are little miniatures that I have set up, and one of them fell, and this way we can capture everything that is on the table. So I know that this part will work perfectly, and you will get little notification that there is a movement, and then you can move the camera to go right or left, which makes really cool and makes sense of how that is possible. Now I'm just covering it right now, so if I have to make it go right around here, and then I want to bring the camera to the one side, you can see that it is rolling down. There you go. And then if I have to move it back, you can see that it's moving. So it's really good and effective and very fast in order to process. This is a really good camera to play with. So I will be installing it in a couple of minutes. We will show you exactly how that part is done, and then that's it. Now, in order to install this, make sure that you set up your solar power first. Very easily you can put the screw through and make sure that it is going straight and not in an angle, because you need to set it up properly. And then you can put the second screw, and if you have a third one, or even you want to set up another part at the back of it, you can. And then hook up your solar power to it. Once that's done, then we can move on to the camera itself. So make sure the base part of it is connected properly, and you have to make sure that that screw goes straight in all the way. And if it doesn't, once you put the second screw, then you can use a screwdriver to hook it up properly, so that's very nice and tight. And then go ahead and push the camera on the top and go all the way in. Once that is also done, then you can take the wires and hook it up. And that's about it. And then you're set. Because you already set up the camera, you can use it now. All the links will be available at the bottom of the video, except that this was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is exitex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.